Hi guys, welcome back to the Shelf Life. Okay, you guys know that I'm a obsessive sunless tanner. I have been since I was 16, which we're not going to mention how many years ago that was. So all those years basically had me trying everything. Every new brand that comes out, whether it's natural or full of chemicals or whatever, I try it because I'm always on the search for the best, brownest tan that lasts the longest and looks the most natural. So I guess when I rate tanners, I have like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, criteria that I'm looking for. One is it a nice brown? Like more on the tone of, I guess, probably more on the tone of green versus orange, because orange makes you look like an Oompa Loompa, not natural, and looks horrible. Number 2 is the smell. So I like to put my tanner on in the evening before I go to bed, or more like night before I go to bed. And you still have to like live with the smell. So I would really prefer that it didn't reek. I could never figure out 2-hour, instant mousse that you put on for 2 hours and rinse it off. So I was just prefer to put it on and go to bed. And then the third one would be like the come out. Like, how does your tan fade? Does it come off in big blotches? Does it just come off and lighten up really naturally, really evenly? Because that's really important too. And then I guess fourth is price. But to me, if I really like it and it hits on all those marks, I don't really care how much it is, because it's just sort of part of, my daily routine, my weekly routine, whatever you want to say. And I also, in turn, I'm not getting all that sun damage, which I would have to pay to fix later. So I don't know. Price not nearly as important. So everything from the Australians to people from the UK to Americans, I've used all of them. Okay. Then I was watching the very fabulous Charlotte Dawsey on Instagram. If you haven't, you should, because she's a fucking riot. And she was on there telling about Be Perfect Cosmetics. Okay. And they've got what's called a 10-second tan. Now, 10-second, whatever, I have no idea. I put it on at night, same gig. It's a lovely mousse. I was able to get the dark. The extra dark was sold out, so I have not tried it, and they generally don't go any lighter than dark. So it's called 10-second tan. It says it's watermelon scented, which it's a very, very mild scent. Okay. I use my EcoTan mitt, because I used to have all these other mitts that were just the foam, and then they pull apart and like the seam on the ends come apart, and then you get fucking brown all over your fingers. So my sister told me about this EcoTan mitt. It's sort of like terry or whatever on one side, and then if you're using tanning water, it's got sort of like a pleathery side on the other side, and you just rinse it off, or you can throw it in the washer and dryer. And I love, love, love. This is an amazing add to my sunless tanning routine. So what I do is I use my Beauty Blender cleaner, scrub it around in the sink, and then I hang it out to dry. So anyway, I'm like, finally get it in the mail, ordered it from the UK, so excited, put it on my mitt, put it on my body. I'm like, okay, where's that smell? Oh, it's really smooth when you put the mousse on, glides on really nice, feels really flawless. And then I go to get in bed and I'm like, why doesn't this smell like stinky sunless tanner? They got rid of the smell. I am telling you, I would pay $100 for this. This doesn't smell. You lie in bed for 2 hours before you go to sleep. No sunless tanner smell. No need to because you don't want to like crease and you're like stinky. None of that. This is, this is the greatest thing. It makes me sound totally ridiculous, but this is one of the greatest things that I've discovered all year. Now, it's pretty lame, but honestly, sunless tanner is a big deal to me. It has to go on right, and it has to smell. I prefer if it didn't smell like crap. This is unreal. Quick drying, no smell. Wake up in the morning, still don't smell. No smell. No sunless tanning smell. I've been so excited to share this video with you guys, because this is Be Perfect Cosmetics, and it's a fucking game changer. Pardon the French. So amazing. So it goes on really nice and smooth. You're lying in bed, there's no tan. You're like, why doesn't it stink? And because I am who I am, browner the better. So I also got their Golden Hour Glow. It's basically like kind of like a body makeup, I guess, but it's water resistant and 24-hour wear. So it is super nice. And it's sort of like mattes, and like I'm kind of like freckly, kind of, I don't know. I have like okay skin, but anything that would like matte and make it look more flawless is a win. So it's quite dark. Quite dark. So you just take that. Again, I use my Ecotan mitt or whatever mitt you're using. This could be in the morning or like before you go for dinner or whatever it may be. You're like, I just feel like I need to look more bronzed. I just take a little dollop on the mitt, rub all over. I even do on the backs of my hands, all the way up into my neck, chest. I do everything, and it gives you that matted with a little bit of shimmer with just sort of a blur effect. And it takes whatever tan that you had and made it next level brown. Be Perfect Cosmetics. And it doesn't reek. You don't smell like Sunless tanner. You don't smell like fake. This one says it's tropical scented, but like, well, yeah, it smells a little bit sweet, but once you put it on, like neither of these things are offensive. They won't cover over your perfume or like whatever other lotion. Like, I cannot believe it that after all these years, they figured it out. No smell. Okay, so what I will do is I'm like maybe around here or so. Next one I'm going to order is going to be the extra dark and a new dark, and then I'll let you know how those go. But I don't anticipate like why would the extra dark smell and this one doesn't. Like, doesn't smell like Sunless tanner. Oh. Be Perfect Cosmetics. You can follow them on Instagram, and then of course link into their page to purchase. And honestly, Charlotte Dawsey is the one that showed me all about this. So check her out too, because she's a friggin' hoot. But I basically like could die now because my tan, which I don't know how tanned I'm gonna look in this light, but like, you know, I think that looks fair. My face is kind of light, but nice and tanned, and I don't smell. I put it on last night. I don't even need to have a rinse today. What's going on here? I don't even need to have a rinse today because I don't smell. It's unreal. It's like nothing I've ever used. Anyway, babes, you know that I got your back. So I wanted to come on here and tell you all about Be Perfect Cosmetics 10-second tan. Doesn't smell. The brown is amazing. I absolutely love it. Thank you again for joining me. Mwah. I love you guys.